Right. I won't say the thing that I said. Welcome to podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. We are podcasting.
But this
today.
is the VOD, so you're lame.
Yeah.
Like
True.
objectively they are bad, right?
Yes, objectively, you are bad. You should feel bad, and
About yourself, maybe.
make sure you're here next time.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm guaranteeing you right now, the only way anyone sees this is as a VOD in the future when we actually get popular.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
It'll be a second out. But you know what?
Or when they eventually look into me because I commit
you're
an
right.
illegal act.
Oh.
Right. Okay. You know what, guys? If man looks.
This is Abe's origin story, bro.
This is Abe's
His
origin
killer
story as
origin
the Ripper.
story.
The Ripper to
True.
Electric Boogaloo. But,
Most definitely.
I had something to say and then this should be an Easter egg, all right? There's a secret passphrase that you would have seen this, and if you know it, you get $1 billion from Abe's bank account directly.
Uh,
About I would love to, but like about that.
I don't think I can afford that.
Better hope no one watches.
Should we start the introductions?
Oh yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
Abe, you can go first. You're the most important one.
Dang.
Sure. I suppose I am way more important than everyone else.
Have you seen me? I just look like a pedophile stoner.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that point. But like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that no one has stopped you from coming into school.
Oh yeah, like I'm Jimmy.
Damn.
True.
You know what I
But
look like.
yeah. So introductions. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
this
Abe.
is-
This
like,
is Lunch Table Podcast.
Next, introduce yourself. Next person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go next since I'm the one hosting it. I'm Josh. I don't sit at the lunch table.
Unfortunate.
Alright. The rest of us, we're all at a lunch table right now.
We're all sitting at a
he's
lunch
at
table
home.
besides Josh. We're currently in the middle of school, on the exact lunch table that is what you will see, what you're seeing right now. That's
Yeah, it's the
that's
exact
us.
lunch
We're sitting at that right now.
The one
reason
right
it's
on
so
the
quiet-
screen.
The
Yep.
reason that it's so quiet is because I used a secret method of using what we in the biz call a firearm. I pulled it out and everyone went quiet.
Yeah, we're just invisible. You just can't see us.
Yeah. It's actually a live recording of us.
Yeah, the room is actually pure white as well.
Just in like an interstice between realities.
Alright,
We don't
so
exist yet, we do.
I'll go next. I'm Thomas. I came up with this podcast idea. Abe's taking credit for it, but
That's because he's Abe.
yeah, because he's
Yeah.
Abe, he takes
I'm
credit
so
for
good at
every single one of my
everything.
jokes.
Everyone just assumes it was me because that's how good
Abe.
everything I do is.
Abe, you're so good at everything that you put the idea in his mind. Of it for him.
Bro,
Precisely. I'm just that far beyond everyone else. I've actually
Far
ascended to the next plane.
bro, that's why you're...
Around us.
Oh my goodness, we have a surprise guest.
Is that
Who is it?
Gabe, the surprise
Gabe?
guest on our podcast?
Surprised
Gabe,
guest.
welcome to
Whoa.
Gabe,
I haven't even
The
introduced myself.
podcast.
Yeah,
Welcome to
alright,
the podcast.
alright, introduce yourself.
I also I sit at the table. I'm currently there. I'm the
What's your
funny
name?
one. I'm the funny one.
Are
You can
you-
tell because of my profile picture that you can't see.
That's arguably false.
I'm the funniest one because I'm blonde, and as of right now, I'm saying I'm the funniest one, which is the funniest part. Sorry, 1 second. Pick it up.
I'm also blonde.
lie. We're all blonde.
Yeah, we're all blonde. We're all blonde
Gabe.
white males.
We're all.
Blue eyes.
I'd beg to differ.
I was going to
My-
make a
I mean,
joke,
we do
but-
have a fifth member.
You're right.
but-
We all resemble
you're
Hitler's
right.
ideal race.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, kind
the
of,
fifth
but
one?
we shouldn't be
Hey,
publicizing
guys.
that.
Abe, where is he? Where's the fifth?
Alright, our fifth
we don't talk
member-
about the fifth.
Our fifth
I plead
member
the fifth.
is...
He shall
is-
go unnamed. Shut up. He shall go unnamed until he arrives.
Alright, so our fifth member is our fifth member is named
fifth member is
And
named
his race is.
his race is and he has colored hair.
Yeah.
He's
You'll
actually a
never
part
know.
of the redacted race. The race was so
Yes.
powerful the government had to redact it from all known files.
He's
Oh,
actually the
same.
smartest.
Let's
We're
see.
actually saying his name, and the internet is actively, garbling the text.
Like we are actually saying his name. I'll try it again. It just happens,
The internet is actively just, garbling that so no one can hear the true power that is his
His
name.
name is just too powerful.
All right, so the set.
That's
So
sorry.
the,
And it.
As if he were the sun god
Alright.
Ra in ancient.
all right, let's have our
Give up
guest.
his true name.
speak. He hasn't
Right.
introduced himself
Right,
yet.
third guy, guest.
Guest.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Yes, the first
Alec
guest on our podcast.
Congrats.
Introduce yourself.
Congrats for barging in.
Congratulations.
All right, my name's Gabe. I know tons of dumb trivia about nature and stuff.
Only ducks.
Yeah, he also hunts.
Only ducks.
I
Oh
go
no,
Making animal
guys!
photography.
You can't say that on the internet. You can't say you hunt on the internet.
Why not?
Oh, too
Oh yeah,
bad.
Peter.
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
side
Peter's
note,
gonna attack
if
I'm-
you guys
I
are
have multiple kinds of
PC,
predators, all right.
if you
If
guys
PETA
are
came at me, I'd go right back to PETA. I loathe.
I enjoy how no one. would
Here's the
acknowledge
thing
what I
about
said.
PETA. PETA
I
does.
hate what PETA
No one
stands.
in PETA has
Gabe,
fire.
your
Multiple
mic is
senses of the
so.
word.
I'm speaking through a phone. It's not the best
Oh, yeah,
mic.
that's probably not the best
I'm
idea.
speaking through an arm mark.
I mean, he has nothing
Mark.
else, so.
Stroke. Hey,
I
can
get
someone,
my
can
own
someone call
microphone,
Doc or
but I
Yes,
don't.
half strong.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's a little side note here for the podcast. If you're PC, this isn't the podcast to be watching,
Oh, yeah.
considering we're all white males in America.
No,
So-
this isn't a PC podcast. We get epic and say offensive things.
Pretty much.
No, I don't remember.
Right, dude.
that.
I record like an ad or like a commercial for
Clearly
this,
not
and
the
I would be the
contract.
voice actor.
Hired me as a guest speaker. You never
No, we
said
haven't
anything
hired
about
you.
offensive
Well, we
things.
didn't hire you. You just showed up in the studio, and we didn't.
Higher, bro. You just kind
Yeah.
of showed up to the table. Don't even.
You're
You know what,
smart.
it actually gives me like a really good idea. That's how we should address like all the guest speakers. Like they just hop in. It's like, hey, yo, welcome to the table or something like that. A little cheesy,
Something really, really cheesy.
Like
And then
something
we
really,
just
really-
go back to talking about whatever we talk about.
like our friend's podcast, African.
African?
The African
Time
Time
Podcast.
Podcast.
African Time
Uh,
Podcast.
Great
He's our
podcast.
direct-
You guys can't check it out until he's a guest star on our podcast, though.
he's
For
our-
legal
he's our
reasons.
direct
allowed.
competitor.
Every single person watching this VOD, you are not allowed to watch another podcast.
You're
This
not
is
allowed
the
to watch
only
another
podcast you
podcast
can listen
until they're
to.
on our podcast.
Only one.
Yeah.
Then you can watch them.
Like you're not allowed to listen to like TMG or like Alex Jones or anyone until
You can't watch the
look it
official
up.
podcast by Charles White
Yeah.
unless he goes onto our podcast.
Yeah.
You know
You
what?
cannot, you cannot listen to the presidential debates.
Oh,
Joe Biden.
damn.
Or even looking at Walt Whitman's work.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Biden himself is on our podcast. Now listen to the
Yeah.
presidential debate.
We should actually get Joe Biden on the podcast.
Good luck with that one.
That would be lit. That would be
Be
great.
done.
That would be cool.
Would be
President
really cool.
Joe Biden.
Have
Oh,
him
and
sniff us
SpongeBob.
through the mic.
What? Wait.
Hey, yo,
no,
what are
Wait
you
a minute.
doing?
Don't consent.
Wait, what are you? What are you?
Yo, this guy's really good at biking.
You guys have a pretty cool podcast.
Oh, dude. I really like the intensity with the bikes. It looks really scuffly, you know?
So, should we start with our first topic?
Oh, what's the first topic?
Oh, what do you mean? We
Guy.
picked our first topic for 20.
Does someone want to pick a topic?
I'll-
Astroworld.
That's like
Thomas, you go to the chat.
Did
Actually,
Thomas-
Gabe, you pick one. Abraham.
Yeah.
Astroworld.
I'm playing
Ask
lit
World.
now. I'm just.
Alright,
here.
so I guess
said
Thomas
Gabraham and
wants
no
us
one.
to talk about Astroworld.
Yeah, Astroworld. That was a
Yeah,
thing.
What really is there to be
that was
said?
definitely a thing.
What really is there to
So
be said? It was a stinky
do you,
moment.
do you guys feel like he should have had to make an apology?
I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't really
it-
even. The
it's-
apology he did do wasn't even really an apology. So like,
He
True,
even put on the
Guys,
black and
hold up
white
it.
filter to make it seem.
bro.
We should probably give
Make it seem
context.
depressing.
Again, guys, people are only going to be watching this through a VOD, so we should give context.
Oh
Yeah, this is like during 2021, you know, maybe like
This is
a
late.
week or so after the Astroworld event.
A
Yeah.
concert
So
who did Astroworld again? I can't remember.
It
Travis
was
Scott.
that was
Scott.
Travis Scott, yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Well, there was
Travis Scott had his
other-
concert, and there's it was overcrowded.
The Travis
there's too many
Scott
people, like, too short an
portion.
area.
Yeah,
there
the
was
Travis
There's a
Scott
really bad-
portion
there was
the
other
bad.
creators there that had like the same kind of thing, but
Yeah,
Well,
but,
like,
The Travis
but
The
Scott
main
portion
problem
is
was
what
with Travis
really
Scott,
got
and
caught.
like he didn't stop it. Like there's an issue with overcrowding. People got like injured, and like there's too many people. This thing called crowd crush happened, where like everyone's too close together, and they like suffocated on like in between each other.
Yeah.
No,
there was
doesn't seem
just
like it's
so
problem.
many people in one spot that they
Yeah.
couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I don't know the exact reasoning.
I watched
Like,
the whole
it
breakdown
happened.
of it. I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Is crowd crush caused by like not enough O2 or like too much pressure on your lungs?
it's actually both. I
It's a
believe.
combination.
Yeah.
Right, that
People
makes
keep
sense.
bumping into you, so you can't get enough oxygen, and you can't really inhale
Oh,
because you know you keep
can't
getting
really
bumped
get, like a good breath
into.
in. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Bro.
the thing of it is, the whole thing was avoidable. They just set up the stadium or whatever that they were in like very badly.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also
and then-
Travis
and then he
Scott
didn't
should've-
stop it.
Should have said
Like-
something.
Like
I mean, he kind of did.
there's like a lot of
He-
videos of like other creators. Other
was-
music stopping concert because like people are getting injured. But like Travis Scott, you just kept doing it.
Yeah,
It was designed in a way perfect for crowd crushing because the people kept pushing forward, but the people who were already at the front couldn't move backwards.
It's the grand plan.
Yeah.
New conspiracy theory: they planned for crowd crush.
They wanted it to happen? Question mark.
Question mark. Question
That's
mark.
the best
And this topic isn't
clickbait I've
nearly as
ever
fun.
heard.
Oh, the topics
That-
before we were joking, having fun, and now it's just like, yeah, people
Right.
died. It sucks.
If
And-
I
and
don't
now we're going
see
back to
like
chats.
clickbait of someone saying they planned this to happen, the crowd crush explanation, then I'm gonna be disappointed. Just like think about it.
Yeah, like it's the only way it could have gotten that bad is if like someone knew it
Yeah.
was gonna happen. Because like, how wouldn't
They
they have?
very well could have planned it, which is very bad to say out loud, but like you never
No,
know with
it's, like,
society. Let's be
Unlikely,
real.
but possible. Like the way I say it is, it's unlikely, but it is possible.
What the stadium kind of reminded me of was alright. So in our town, I'm not gonna say it. We have what's the meat processing company
Morels?
called?
Elmer Fudd? No, not Elmer.
It's John
Fudd.
Morels.
No,
John
Elmer
Morel,
Fudd.
yeah.
Yeah, John Morel.
Elmer Fudd.
If you've ever been over there, they have the big cattle at the places where they sort the cattle. That's kind of what it looked like.
That's not
It
good.
was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Confirmed. Not good. Very bad.
Yeah,
Not
people
good.
died.
you,
Not
heard,
good.
you heard it here first, folks.
Kosher.
Good.
Yeah.
Crush.
Yeah.
Bad.
But yeah, so back to like the original topic that this originates from, his apology.
Oh
That-
yeah.
that's
yeah.
right.
Oh, it was
That-
so
that was
bad.
bad.
It
That
was
was
not
hilarious.
even an apology. It was
I haven't
was
seen it,
basically-
but like I've heard a lot about it.
he basically
yeah.
just got on video and said, "Oh yeah, people died. That's crazy, bro."
Yeah,
Like,
he-
kinda
it's
sucks.
crazy how no one could have stopped that.
Yeah, he was
The
acting
least
like
he
was.
could have done was not put on a black and white filter. Like
Yeah,
you have to
and-
go out of your way to put on a filter, and he
And-
decided
It
that was
reminds
a
me
good
of a
idea.
lot of
Yeah,
guys. It
yeah,
reminds me a lot
and he
of
also
another
always had
situation.
his hand on his face, just rubbing it. He looks like he had just been woken up by his faculty.
He showed the
It-
frustration
it
portion
reminds
of
me
the.
of another similar situation. Alec Baldwin or like
Oh,
Baldloose.
yes,
And
the
so-
famous
Is
line.
Is this a segue to a new topic?
Is
I
this,
I believe
is
it
this
is.
our first segue?
This is
Yeah,
my
the
first
first
segue. It's not alone. Segue, boys.
Yeah, so
Gosh, how do you feel about that first segue?
the Alec Baldwin shooting incident on the scene of Rust.
Bro, she was actually just a it was just a skinwalker. He knew he
It was
knew,
a skinwalker.
he was right all
He knew what he was
along.
doing. He was correct to do it. We would have been in danger if he didn't.
Okay, for anyone who isn't actually like actively in our friend group, like a week before this happened, we were chilling in our school's mini theater or our school's auditorium, whichever one it was,
Oh, yeah,
and
it was the
we were
auditorium.
making a joke about a movie that Alec Baldwin was in with Thomas the Train,
Yeah.
Like,
and we made the joke Alec Baldwin, more like Alec Baldloose.
And by us, he means me more specifically. Like I was like, hey guys, guess what? Alec Baldwin. We're like, Alec Baldloose, and everyone just
Yeah, and
lost
then
their
we all
mind.
died and people were looking at us like we were stupid.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then I said it again, and no one got it, but like we got it, so we.
Then we later looked to the news that week and we saw that, and we decided
like-
that we had predicted the future.
I was like, guys, I can change the future. Astro World, more like Astro World.
Bro, that
Bro,
one
don't-
might be too far.
Nah,
Bro,
nah.
don't-
Oh.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all in the name of comedy.
On the name of
It's all in the name of comedy.
We have already discussed
On the
it,
topic
and,
of comedy, if you don't like our comedy, that's your problem and not ours. You can find
Alright,
a different
alright,
podcast.
alright,
yeah,
people
if you don't
say
like our
that
comedy, you don't have to watch.
All right. So people say that comedy is subjective, right? Our comedy is
I like it.
objective.
Not in our case. Our
Our
comedy
Our comedy is funny. It's a fact.
is funny. We are funny.
It is a fact of life.
Don't even argue, because you're wrong. If you argue, you're wrong.
You're just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
your
am
opinion
correct.
is wrong, and you should feel bad.
Your opinion
bad
is
about being
bad.
wrong. Your opinion is not only wrong, it's bad.
Yeah,
You're not
pretty
just wrong,
much.
you're stupid.
Not just wrong, I hate. Too far, too.
Is your mic good? Are you good, Tanner?
Eh? Oh, it's because when I turn my head away from it with the pop filter on, it doesn't pick up very much audio. I'll switch the filters.
Filter, like the black and white filter on Travis Scott's apology video.
Oh,
I actually have my
sorry
phone
about
open.
that.
I actually have my phone open on
Should we pull
Snapchat
up the
right
actual
now.
audio for it? I'll get the
Yes.
bot in.
Nah, who
For all the
wants
people at home who don't know.
audio?
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's have
Yeah,
our
how are we
our
supposed to pull it
audience
up?
do their research.
Do your research, idiot. Look up
Yeah,
2021.
do your research, idiots.
Was it Astroworld? 2021 Astroworld.
2021 Astro
hearing
World.
it- About people doing research, like maybe people doing research into product sabotage.
Oh, dope. Oh, okay, Abe.
Another
Abe
segue.
made us stop
Bro.
talking about this before we started like airing. Because like he doesn't want us to talk about cool stuff offline for whatever reason.
Yeah, if we have a good topic, we should wait till we're actually, doing something with it
Oh,
before
not
we
even.
discuss it. But yeah, so like the whole idea of product sabotage is that companies will make a product, then they will make it so it will intentionally fail or do worse than they could produce, so they can either make more money, yeah, or have people buy the same product over and over and boost the stats of that product.
Like you said with light bulbs. Light bulbs. Is...
Apple does
Yeah. The light
Apple
bulb
absolutely does that.
industry did that.
that. Apple
It was like what? It might have been 1800s, I think. I could very well be off by 100
bulbs-
years.
Light bulbs were invented.
100
during
years
in the
years
industry
makes a
boom.
big difference.
Yeah, I don't know the
think,
exact
yeah, you're
year.
right.
I'm not a
1800s.
numbers guy. But
I'm pretty sure you're right about that though. It's in the 1800s.
yeah,
light bulbs
so
were invented by somebody else. Thomas Edison was just
Yeah.
the guy who perfected light bulbs.
Yeah,
precisely.
the reason the pens is under his name is because he owned a business that like bought patents. Like he had a bunch of people inventing a bunch of stuff. Like one of his employees invented it.
But yeah, so like the light bulb industry can make better light bulbs. They have done it in the past. I've seen the statistics about this sort of stuff. They
What's the
used to have
numbers?
light bulbs that could produce almost double what they can now for like overall lifespan. But they made it so they don't do that for one, money, and two, because back in the day when there was like a need for jobs, people figured, hey, if we make light bulbs better, we're going to need to produce less of them less often. We'll need less people to do this because we're doing less work, less jobs. People are going to go jobless, hurt the economy.
And that's just no good, you know.
So
For
then,
that.
Oh, the
there's
economy.
like a forming of a cartel in the light.
The economy, you should have said so.
Yeah. And they decided, hey,
Protect our economy at all
we should
costs.
probably,
They did the American thing and went
economy and
economy over blood.
yeah. So they figured more money for us and possibly do something for the economy.
Like,
You
yeah, we have no
know,
reason not to.
I have no reason not to want more money.
But then, like, the thing isn't like nowadays, if a company like came out with like the actual best possible light bulb, it would like bankrupt every other light bulb company because everyone would switch to those.
The light bulb company that comes out with the best light bulb could make their prices unbelievably high, and no one else would be able to, really compete because it lasts for twice as long, but they could literally make it like cost one and a half what a normal light bulb would cost, and people would still buy it because it's better, and technically you're getting less price
That's
for
price
your
per
amount of
hour of light,
light.
yeah.
So
Unit of
who-
light.
if someone were to perfect the light bulb
Unit of
as
light
is or find a better version, they could potentially wipe out
Make a monopoly on
multiple
white
very
bulbs.
large companies.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be an issue, yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a test that they did in the light bulb industry. For every hour, over 1,000 hours that your light bulb worked, they would fine you a certain amount of money based on how many out of your batch did that. This way they could limit how long light bulbs worked
Yeah.
and, make more money.
I
Of
mean,
course.
So companies that essentially were making this extra money because
bless you.
their light bulbs didn't work as well were making more money overall because they weren't getting that fine for having light bulbs that worked well. So for making worse light bulbs, they were actually making more money.
That's it's like
So
Navy.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
very
so everyone
scummy.
just made their light bulbs worse to
I mean-
fit
I mean-
into that time span.
Yeah, it's a very common practice and stuff these days.
Yeah, cell phones, computers.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Like it costs less money to do worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Like
at
with some
China.
cell phones and stuff, they do this.
Look
Yeah.
at
I am
Free.
lost in my mine shaft system.
But yeah, with
If
like
any of you had ever seen it, you would understand why.
there are some phone companies that are like, oh yeah, no, we don't do this, but their updates have like whole new installations of the operating system, which it doesn't need because it already has pieces of the operating system that it's updating to. So they're essentially just packing your phone full of files so it works slower. So then you feel like you need to buy a new one. Just loading
That's-
it with essentially junkware.
You're saying that we should
That's-
topple all phone companies?
I mean governments. I mean governments. I mean
I mean
governments. I mean
governments.
governments. I mean governments.
But yeah, there's
But,
just
for the
certain
government,
companies.
governments. Shoot.
Governments are cringe. Guys, I have
Hear,
breaking
hear.
news. Governments are cringe. They're more like here.
I
Who's
got a
the-
Breaking news, calling things cringe is cringe.
Two
Guys,
wolves
we're
in a
gonna-
land of democracy.
Guys, we're gonna recreate the Black Hand in modern day.
No,
We're gonna be more anarchists, bro.
That
Yeah,
was
we
a
are.
terrorist organization. We can't say that.
This is not a cult,
No,
okay? This
no,
is
we're gonna-
Midsommar.
We're
Cole is
gonna
already a
become
terrorist.
not Midsummer, bro. That was
Oh.
a great movie.
Oh, this is our Midsommar. We are not a cult. So we are
not
no
a-
cult here.
No, we're gonna recreate the stonemasons.
Yes,
Oh,
Oh,
actually,
you mean
isn't
like
there
the
a
people in charge of the Illuminati? Masons?
isn't
Yeah,
Freemasons?
isn't there a
stonemasons.
isn't there a stone lodge
Freemason.
here in town?
Yes, there
go to
actually
it
is
sometime.
one in town. There's also one down somewhere, I believe.
There's one
I
down
feel like
bad.
I heard about one somewhere down in Iowa.
About
Mm.
one down bad. Please
Mm.
acknowledge that I said. Please acknowledge what I said.
Let's be
acknowledge
real
what you
here.
said.
Everyone down bad nowadays. After COVID, everyone down bad.
Oh, okay, you're right. I just came up with a new topic idea, and I'll
We were-
post in the topic idea chat.
I'm gonna be real. We were all down bad before COVID too.
I mean, I feel
Oh,
like
no,
I've
actually, yeah. I mean,
COVID hardly changed me.
We were
I mean,
all
nothing ever
down bad
changes.
pre
that checks out.
COVID.
You guys know me. I've never changed. I haven't changed.
Literally, COVID didn't change me at all. South Dakota was one of those lucky states that had
we're one of like the worst
Less-
states for COVID.
Exactly.
No,
Highest-
we
have
were
like the highest
so
infection rate.
free. We didn't have
Yeah,
to
we have the
put up
highest
with.
infection rate.
Who cares?
highest
It's a
infection rate.
fucking flu that 99% of people
the people who
survive.
All
People who
right.
die.
Let's not get political. Let's not get.
Is this actually?
I don't want to get too.
Drew, let's not
here.
get political here. This
Yeah.
is not a politics podcast.
Put
We
Alright,
can
guys,
save
so-
that for the presidential debate, which you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
also can't watch until we get Joe Biden on the podcast.
Yeah, going
It's
to get
not
Biden
allowed.
and Trump.
You
and Trump,
legally
bro.
can't have
Trump.
any
We need to get
political
both Joe
views.
Biden and Trump on the podcast.
Alright,
before we
alright.
watch
Let's
the
get
president.
Keanu Reeves in the
Alright,
podcast. too.
All right. Let's have both of them on, and
Let's
every
get
time we,
Obama.
and for each of them we say, you have secured us and our viewers' votes,
Yes.
so we can
Okay,
get both of them on
idea.
the podcast.
We get both of them on the podcast. We actually host the presidential debate on the podcast.
Okay, so step
That'd
one is to become big enough to host the presidential debate.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
yo-
step one.
Yo, what kind of podcast is that?
Oh,
Where we become large enough to hold the presidential debate.
I mean Joe Rogan.
It's just this. We're so funny that like the future president like will have watched us, which at a
Or-
point is actually potentially possible.
Yeah,
Not fun.
bro. There's gonna be a
True.
future president that's gonna be referencing Corpse Husband. I swear.
Like
Bro.
statistically, it'll happen. Like
gonna be
like the people are like
E-girl.
old now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
segue
definitely-
People who are
into
alive
a
now. Our generation is one day
topic
going
here.
to become like the people who are presidents. The presidency is not just going to skip a generation. One day,
segue
one of
here,
us will
sir.
become president. Us specifically.
What? No.
I'm a
Alright.
segue, sir.
All right, this is the smoothest segue ever, guys.
Yes, it is.
Just to say.
I
The segue is
apologize
so
for having
smooth
to
it just
say
fell
I'm
off a
trying to
cliff.
segue like 8 times. So,
Segway.
Segway is so smooth that even a cliff face couldn't stop it.
bro, can we just talk about the fact that, like, after the whole Among Us trend, like, Corpse, Toast, all of them just disappeared. Like, nobody talks about them anymore after the whole Among Us
You're
thing.
right though.
I mean, they
They
talk
just,
about
like,
we
Corpse
never
died.
because
did
it's
about
hot
them.
as fuck, but
I mean,
Oh.
who?
Sir, that's a homosexual view. You can share that on your own time. We don't talk about sexuality on
We
the
are very
podcast.
homophobic on this channel.
Hey, I didn't say that. Calm down.
Right, I
You're
said that.
literally gonna make every single person mad. What are you
I
guys?
said
that's
that.
the goal, to make
that's
every
the
single
goal.
person who watches
Right.
mad.
Guys, I should add one of my gay friends and get them on here and then tell them like I'm homophobic,
Max?
right? Like either Max, like and this.
Bro, we should get
Preston.
Petra on here.
Bro,
Oh, I know so many gay people.
yeah.
We should get
Yes.
Petra on here,
I'm sure we
bro.
all do. Bro,
We should-
eventually we need to
yeah,
get
of course we
Toby
do.
on. That's gonna be
Oh, dude.
our
Sorry, mommy.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Do we perhaps want to talk about some paradoxes?
I would love
Hell
talking
yeah.
about paradox.
Mommy, sorry.
Does anybody have a paradox that they would like
Yes,
to discuss?
actually, yeah, is one that I thought
The
about.
trolley cart
I don't think
problem.
everyone knows
Yes.
about that one. Everyone knows about the trolley cart problem.
Yeah.
The one that
so?
I'm interested. I don't know if I thought about it myself or if it it's a thing that exists under like another name. Like the thought is, it's kind of like the grandfather paradox. Well, if okay, like so, say for instance, like a super advanced AI exists, right? Okay. Like they exist in your time. You go forward in time. Okay, so this AI exists, right? And you ask who created it. Like it turns out you created the AI. It went back in time, but you see, it goes with you, like to the future. So who created the AI? Because you have no need to create it; it's already made.
The banana tree paradox, essentially. Time travel
Is that what it's called?
paradoxes. Yeah, that's actually what it's called.
Okay.
I
Like that.
believe.
Trees?
I
So-
like I had the thought when watching The Flash and what was it? Legends of Tomorrow. Gideon is in both of those, and the Flash created Gideon, but it never says like when.
All right, so you guys have heard of the banana tree podcast, right? I mean not podcast, but
Paradox?
paradox.
No, never heard of it.
All right,
I
so
just explained it.
essentially, there's a I learned this from Captain Underpants, so bear with me. All right, so there's a guy. There's an inventor. He plants a banana tree in the year. No, never mind. He makes he finds a banana tree, makes a banana cream pie out of it, goes back in time to the year 1910 or whenever, and throws that banana pie at someone. The guy stumbles backwards and breaks the banana tree that had grown the banana for the banana pie.
What?
Yeah.
But is the pie still there? He's like,
Yeah.
well then that's a paradox.
Yeah.
That's an excellent question, Abe.
Abe, do you have a paragon?
Oh, I think I do. The solution to that paradox is, it was explained kind of in Avengers Endgame. The way time travel works there is, like you're going through time, then you go back in time, like that. And the explanation that they give is like when you go back in time, like the past is now your new future. I would illustrate it because that's like the best way to show it. But like, imagine there's a straight line, right? Then like a second line comes off, and that second line is you going through time traveling. The line just loops back around to earlier on that one line. You know, now that like that is just a new line. You know, like from the perspective of your line, you're always going forward. From the perspective of the main line, you're going forward. Like an older version of like she shows up, disappears, then like the old the original version of you just keeps going to eventually disappear. Again, you know, your line is like always going forward. That's like essentially the explanation for that.
Essentially,
Like,
the
the
whole
pie was
thing of
already
the
created.
Endgame, bro.
Man's
It's
lost me
essentially
at
you have
line.
the main line, okay? Then you have a subset every time you break time,
Oh
essentially.
yeah.
Yeah, like just
So-
like another
You
line comes
reach
out,
a
but the
different
original line still
subset.
exists.
Yeah. Then eventually, somehow, your subset is going to cross back over to the main one.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's like having two different graphs that are going to intersect at some point.
Essentially,
Yeah,
parabolas.
pretty much. But yeah, so I
I
actually
don't know
have
that a
two
lot of people
paradoxes.
listening would know what a parabola is.
Okay, x. Okay,
It does
ax squared plus
They can
ax squared
Google
plus
it.
bx plus c.
I mean, it can
Bruh.
also be the standard form or vertex form.
Leave.
Or-
Leave.
Okay. Before Thomas starts getting technical, even though he's in a lower level math class than I am, let's go to my paradox.
Right,
The
right.
infinite hotel
You're just gonna
paradox.
flex that you're.
I actually know this one. I actually know this one.
The
I
infinite
watched all the
hotel
Vsauce video.
paradox is really cool.
Oh,
It actually is,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's
Zone.
essentially you have a hotel that has an unlimited amount of rooms.
I've seen this one. Yeah.
Eventually, it gets full. Essentially, there's no vacancies left. How is this possible?
Yeah,
I
if it's
know. I
infinite.
know.
How?
Yeah.
Lay it
Oh,
on us.
like how's the amount of rooms? It's a hypothetical.
Infinite amount of rooms. In
Yeah,
the
like
hotel.
and
Infinite
then
amount of people.
okay, yeah. So like the hotel room paradox. Like from out higher, there's more of it. There's a hotel with an infinite number of rooms,
Yeah.
and every room is full. Like say someone new like comes to check into the hotel. You know, they ask for a room, and like it is full. But the people in the hotel say it's no problem, and they move everyone over one room. And then boom, and then like there's another room vacant. There's an infinite amount of rooms, So
So
full, you can just move everyone over one.
so eventually there's gonna be like a billion people trapped in one room.
Infinite? No. Like
There's an
there is no
infinite
room at the
number
end.
of
It's infinite.
rooms.
Just move.
So
There's
they
no end to
just
the
move
rooms. You just move.
everyone one room over.
So
But
there's
if this is in a like, say this is in a hallway and there's one room on each side of the hallway.
Mhm.
Essentially, you could describe this whole thing as if each room is directly across from each other. The one on the left has an infinite number of zeros starting with 0, and the one on the right has an infinite numbers of zeros starting with the number 1. And essentially, it just goes, oh yeah, you have 0, 1 now for the second one on the left, and 1, 0, or 1, 2 on the other side. Essentially,
Yeah,
just
just going off
cycling
into
through
infinity.
all of these, all the way back.
Have you guys ever heard of fractals?
I've heard of fractals. What do you think I am, stupid?
Alright,
Yes.
good.
Well, you're right,
What
but
about
shut
you,
up.
Josh? Have you ever heard of a fractal?
No.
Or like a fuck
Ah,
am I right, guys?
stupid.
High five.
Quick addition to the infinite hotel thing.
What?
If
Pop off.
you if you aren't gonna make anyone change their room, eventually your infinite hotel will reach its max population. Because by the time they would reach their room, they're either going to starve to death or they will be so old that they will physically die. So no matter how this goes, eventually
There is a maximum capacity.
I mean, that
eventually
sounds like
it
an
will
issue.
reach the maximum
lifespan is only
capacity,
so
even
long.
though there is an infinite number of hotel rooms.
Yeah, because the human lifespan is only so long. Like it'll be a law like a while out there, but it does exist.
Yeah, it will happen.
Like the infinite number of rooms, but there can't possibly be an infinite number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Oh, maybe
there's a
that's,
second paradox. Do we
The
perhaps want
paradox
to
of the
talk about it?
paradox. Paradox of the paradox of the.
It kind of goes with the hotel one to a certain extent. When you were talking earlier about how someone said how many people like per room or something along that line, there's the birthday paradox or the probability problem. It's essentially what are the chances that two people in the same room will have the same birthday? And
It's
it's
actually way higher than I thought it would be.
yeah.
I learned that in 7th grade.
The
I'm
probability
pretty sure me and Connor have the
paradox.
same birthday.
Wait,
The
wait, who?
probability exceeds
Me and Connor?
50% in a group of only 23 people.
Connor Breadstick?
Dang.
I don't know his last name. The one who's always with his girlfriend Natalie.
Oh yeah.
So his
Connor
girlfriend is
Breadstick.
Natalie, and his girlfriend is Natalie, and his girlfriend is Natalie, and that's his only character trait. At
Yeah.
this point.
Connor Breadstick. I mean, he's been ignoring me as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro,
Natalie still talks to me. His girlfriend is really chill, but
Yeah.
bro, this is not a drama deal, bro.
Bro, we're just discussing. It's
We
not.
did
I'm
not here to
we're
start
discussing
drama
paradox.
about Connor, bro.
Bro,
I just
bro,
said we
there's
have the
nothing
same
wrong-
birthday.
There's nothing wrong with Connor.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah.
he's usually pretty
Connor-
chill.
I just called him
Him
Connor
are the same.
Breadstick, and then it got
Okay.
not toxic,
Yes.
but
Jackson Factoid hates being called Jackson Factoid with a
oh
passion.
yeah, Jackson. All right, so
Jackson
at our
Factoid's pretty
school on the intercom, our friend who's a senior, named Jack, he does this thing called Jack's Fact of the Day, where he states a really obscure fact,
Yeah, like he states an obscure piece of information, and no one really likes it. Like from what I've seen, everyone hates him with a passion for
Bro,
some
I
reason.
love it.
Except
love
Oh yeah,
us.
it's
It's
actually fun.
literally,
Like
bro.
everyone in my ad room hates him with a passion.
It's
Like he comes
literally
on, everyone's like,
crap.
"Shut up."
I cannot survive without Jack's fact of the day. It's
Bro,
literally
bro,
crack
you need-
cocaine. I am
You
You guys
I
I
need a
listen
cannot-
to the
Jackson factoid.
announcements?
Bro, there's no blood in my veins. It's all just Jack's
It's-
fact.
It's Jack's facts.
And a couple weeks ago, I out of the blue just started calling him Jackson Factoid.
Because it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's because I was calling him Jack Fact. Hey, Mr. Fact.
But yeah.
Hey, Mr. Fact.
Like that's not my name. Every
And
time I call him Jackson Factoid, he's like, "May I?" Oh, why? That's not my name. Like, man,
all right.
it's just a joke. He's like, but it's a. Well, how funny of a joke would it be if I choked you? He actually said that. He
All right.
actually said that.
All right. So one time, a couple weeks ago, Abe, Jack and I were in the pit, in the theater trying to get something. Jackson comes in here and he's like, Jack comes in and he's like, he goes in there and he's like, hey, there's a body in there. There's a body in here. And then we're like, oh yeah, cool. We're like, oh, what's the joke gonna be? So we both go in, and there's like, now there's a body. There's about to be bodies in here.
There wasn't a body down here, but now there will
Now there
be.
is. In
Now
fact,
there
there
are
will be 2 bodies in here.
God.
Technically speaking, there were 3 human bodies in there.
You should have called Jackson Factoid out on that.
Yeah. For once in his life, he's actually wrong.
Not possible.
Not possible.
Just I don't believe you.
You're wrong.
You are wrong. Objectively, you are incorrect.
I'm just going until my phone dies. But did anybody see the
Guys, wait.
topic?
You're right. Just one more paradox before we segue into the next topic. The Jackson Factoid paradox. The Jackson Factoid says that he is not always correct.
Even though we know he always is.
The
Yeah,
Jackson
since
Factoid
his
cannot
last
be
name
correct.
is Factoid.
His last name is Factoid. It's making everything he says correct.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a newer face of like the more ancient problem that you 2 people so there's 2 guardians guarding 2 doors. One of them never lies, and one of them never lies, and one of them knows the truth.
Mm.
If one
You
question
know
asks
which is lying and which is telling the truth.
yeah, if one says I never lie, you know, like it's just like hard to figure out now.
Yeah.
If you ask them if they ever lie, or like whatever it is, they say no. It's just like you can't figure out. I don't know.
Hey, has
Let me
anyone
see a
here
check.
heard about the crocodile dilemma?
I don't think I have. Can you explain it to me?
It's essentially a paradox where essentially a crocodile steals a child and it tells the father he will only give it back if he can accurately predict what the crocodile is going to do. So then, how should the crocodile respond in the case that the father guesses that the child will not be returned?
The crocodile will just say, oh, we'll just pull up the middle finger, take the child into the river, never speak of it again.
Because
Congratulations, you just won.
if the
a nice
father
snack.
says that, then the crocodile has to give it to him. But it's a crocodile, so like,
Yeah, he's just gonna take the free meal anyway.
Guys, there's a skeleton in my triple spider spawner.
Nobody asked.
You're right. No one did. I just wanted to say it because it kind of confused me.
Gosh, how's Slime Rancher?
Fine.
you're missing the ultimate problem here with the crocodile dilemma. The father says that the child won't be returned, but if the crocodile doesn't plan on returning the child, he's going to return it. But in that case, the child has been returned, so the dad's prediction is wrong. So then the
Exactly,
crocodile
so-
should keep the child. But then
So
if
the
the
dad
crocodile is
isn't
going to
doing
keep the child, then it should go back to the father. But yeah,
Yeah, like endless loop of just that.
thus the spawn of the paradox.
Thus,
Oh,
the
why, yeah.
spawn of all
It's the
three
spawn
of
of your
them
mother.
eventually starving to death.
Out of confusion and hunger.
No, they don't even starve to death. They just die of confusion.
No, they don't die. They just stop. They stop being. It's as if they never were.
Oh, we need to get a Jack on the podcast sometime.
Okay, yeah, but like, don't call him Jackson Factoid because then he will leave.
Yep. No, that's what we do in the last 5 minutes. We call him Jackson Factoid. He leaves, and then we do our closing prayers.
We do we prayer at the end of every
Yeah, the
single-
prayers, bro. That's what we'll do.
We're all atheists.
God, I'm so sorry that you had to listen to an hour of us spatting out nonsense.
Josh is. No, sorry, no, Gabe. Gabe, are you religious, Gabe? Abraham?
Abraham.
What? This is not even close to my name.
That's not my name.
Gaber. Alright.
Why is it funny? It's not my name.
Alright, that's gonna be your name of the Discord server. I'm sorry.
Gabraham.
Oh my god.
Abraham.
there's, like,
Gabraham Lincoln.
Gabraham Lincoln.
Oh yeah, and by the way,
That's the
Abe's real name is actually Abraham. Yeah,
His full
he's
name is
always
Abraham.
he's
Stop
in denial.
spreading lies
He's just-
about
He's
me.
just insecure about
Why
it,
is that-
guys.
Yeah, he's just
It's
really
okay,
insecure
you're so
about it.
angry.
This
Down
is
the comments.
violent.
Like, it's
Bro.
the
Down the
wrong
comments,
name.
call him
That's his
Abraham.
very-
What
He's
did
very
I
insecure
do to
about
you,
it.
Thomas?
It's-
What did I do to you that you must start
Abe, you get it?
spreading such vicious lies against me
Oh, the
that you
vicious
started
lies.
a paradox
Abe,
within
you
our
get it?
own podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're starting
and-
our own
And smooth
paradox.
segue.
So
No, it really is a
our
paradox.
paradox.
Oh, the next segue never seems to happen yet. We all keep saying next segue.
So on to the
Alright,
next
guys,
paradox, since that's not technically a segue.
Alright, so
Uh,
our next
Shut up.
The
So our
paradox
next
of a
paradox is
catch-22.
no, our
Or
next
segue in the next paradox.
paradox is Abe's real name.
Is it Abraham or is it bruh?
Bruh.
Is it Abraham or is it bruh?
It's not Abe. We just call him that.
Yes, his real name's actually bruh. I was lying about the Abraham thing.
Real name is.
But if you were lying about that, what's stopping you from lying about that actually being my real name?
See, that's where the paradox
This
comes
is
in.
where the paradox lies.
Exactly.
I enjoy
We have
conversation.
successfully
Okay.
created our own paradox. This is amazing.
I can feel
It is a new
that
one.
who would ever watch this is just cringing.
No,
Yeah.
No.
I don't-
they'll be very enlightened.
They're
They will
actively
be
shitting their
ascendant.
pants.
The catch,
actively
bro.
active dookie.
The catch-22 paradox.
All right, let's actually listen to bruh for once.
Says to our good friend, bro.
Bro, if I was physically sitting down at a table with you right now, I can't say I wouldn't try and attack you. For legal reasons, this is not an actual
here's the thing.
threat.
But here's the thing.
For legal
Here's the
reasons,
thing.
I'm kidding.
Here's the thing. We're actually at a table, all four of us, excluding Josh, because he's at home
Josh
playing
is-
video games.
Josh is speaking
about me?
telepathically. Oh,
You're-
you're also
you're-
here.
Gabe is
Yeah,
the
you're
guest.
here
You're
right
at the
now.
table. Duh.
Yeah,
The guest.
exactly.
Guys, I'm
They-
literally playing enlisted on my Xbox far away from you.
What
Bro,
Xbox?
Bro, why are you
What
playing the
Xbox?
Xbox at the
Bro,
table,
Xbox.
bro?
You don't have an
Yeah,
Bro,
Xbox.
Xbox to school.
Bro,
Come on,
put
come
the
on.
Xbox away.
Yeah, put the Xbox,
Xbox
away.
away,
We're at
we're talking
school,
to you.
or
Put
Or
the
else
Xbox
Mr.
away
Dobbs is
and
gonna
listen to
get-
the catch-22
Dobbs
I'm
paradox.
telling on you, Gabe.
I'm gonna tell Mr. Dobbs.
Gabe, I'm telling Mr. Dobbs on you. Gabe.
He's about to get his
You think I
Xbox
care?
removed. Bro,
You're gonna
he's
get
about to
Xbox
get
removed from
angelic.
chat.
He's about to get hit with the angelic yield punishment. How kids got their stuff stolen for bringing it into the schools. The teachers would just like deadass take it for confiscation. Like, damn. This
I'm
is
kinda-
deadass.
Guys, this is definitely for
I swear I'm not just
confiscation,
putting it in the
not just
teacher's
because of
lounge.
Xbox, guys.
Guys, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I really have to blow my nose.
Why next to the mic, bro?
I'm actually not. I'm standing up and like facing away.
Bro,
It's
do it
just-
outside of the room, you heathen.
Or just have, or
It's
just
funny
mute
though.
your, or just mute your mic. Oh, when you do
Hard
that.
no. Hard
Okay,
no.
so the catch-22 paradox is a
Yeah.
situation in which someone is in need of something, but they can only have that thing by not being in need of it. So a soldier wants to be declared insane to avoid combat is deemed not insane for that very same reason and will therefore be declared insane.
So why is it called Catch-22?
Do you not know what a catch-22 is?
Because if you
I
don't catch
forgot.
the number, you die.
I
Because if
forgot.
you don't catch the number, you die, right? I forgore.
Yes, sir. So a catch-22 is a dilemma or difficult circumstance in which there's no escape because of a mutually conflicting or dependent condition.
Cool. So Josh, what are you gonna do with that puddle slime? gonna-
I'm gonna make a puddle.
Nice.
With the puddle slime?
No, I'm
Nice.
gonna make a pond and put him in the pond.
Oh.
Wait,
Once
I
I
know
get
that
enough
literally none of
money.
you will get this.
So
like-
upon. All right. Here's
Just
another
listen.
paradox.
Just before that, I suggested a friend start watching anime. I gave him some suggestions. that were,
Fuck your
less
stupid
deep.
anime.
Anime's cringe.
Okay, calm down. Bro, who cares if you think it's bad? I enjoy it. What's the problem with that?
Anime's
Everything.
cringe. You can't have your own opinion because anime's cringe. Sorry, Chief.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But sometimes it is good art. Sometimes.
All right. All right.
Bro,
Okay,
don't
seriously.
even. I've seen
Well,
the
let me
art
finish what-
that you have on your phone. Don't
Yes,
even.
We've all
Meg.
seen. I don't think Gabe and Gabe
Seen my
and
special
Josh
folder.
have, but
We've
Yeah,
seen
Gabe
your
and I
art.
have- yeah, we've seen your secret folder, bro.
Okay, yeah, that's my in air quotes art. I'm talking about like
Oh.
whatever. That's not even what I'm saying. What I'm trying
yeah.
to say is I suggested friends start watching anime, and I gave him some suggestions, right?
Yeah.
And like he has just messaged me. Oh Tanner, I know you made me consider trying anime. How's this for a start? And I haven't even played it, but it's a frame from Girl X Panzer, which is like about girls driving around tanks. Anime girls driving around tanks. I've never seen it. I know it exists.
Your mic is
And-
doing the goofy.
Okay, I apologize. The first thing that he sent was this frame from this
Oh
anime
my
called Girl
gosh.
X Panzer. It's from Girl X Panzer, which is about anime girls in tanks. Close enough to my mic yet?
You actually sound
no,
kind of
cut out on
muffled.
tanks again.
Yeah,
It
what,
didn't for
It is
me.
because my lips are pressed up against my microphone.
Bro, so essentially a panzer is a tank.
yeah, it's a German
Ca-
tank.
It's almost implied by the name of what it is. Wow.
A Girl X Panzer.
Yeah.
All right.
Did Josh just? Okay, no.
No,
it's
that
Gabe.
that was Gabe.
Okay.
Well,
The first thing is,
guys,
like,
so
did Josh
so
leave
our
because I was talking about anime?
no. All right,
I don't know
so
if he did.
to our viewers, Gabe, our guest
Our
has
guest
just
has left the table.
yeah he's left the
He
table.
had to
I
go
think-
to his next class.
Yeah, Gabe.
Yeah.
We only have lunch. It's our only period.
Yeah, so that's our only period. I don't
We don't
have
learn.
orchestra. I don't have any of that.
Yeah,
Doesn't.
we don't support orchestra here. That's some nerd stuff.
For real,
Yeah, like-
orchestra is gay.
Yeah, I'm actually
one
seriously
to
thinking
talk
about
about.
dropping out.
I don't support any instrument class. Just
Support
leaving
none
that
of them?
here. You can do that if you want. I don't support it.
All right. So you don't support?
I don't support your
math?
life.
because we have Texas Instruments, the calculators. You shouldn't be supporting
Actually,
math
that's
either,
a
bro.
TI
Most of your
Inspire.
life.
There's a difference.
Well, it's still an instrument.
My
It's
teacher
still a
uses
mathematical
Wrong.
instrument.
Teacher uses Desmos because it's easier.
Exactly.
It's actually not an instrument. It's a tool.
Okay, so I'm looking at some
Anything can
Okay,
be an
Mr.
instrument.
Smarty Pants.
talked about
They've
all of,
can
like,
be-
mislabeled
recent
their own
suggestions.
product.
Talked about
Everything
all of
can
AIDS
consider-
suggestions.
Everything can be considered an instrument if you really think about it. It could be
We
my.
should talk
It can
about
be,
Lewis breeding
head.
behavior.
It could be your
No.
head. If you just whack it on the head with a whack you on the head with
Ooh.
a stick.
Guys, vape
That'll
sticks.
be an instrument.
Vaping.
Ooh.
Most
New
terrorist acts.
Whacking someone on the head, Thomas?
Yeah.
You know what
And,
will
and especially
really
yours because your head is hollow.
you
Your
know
brain
what
doesn't
have a brain.
really whack someone on the
empty.
head, you know?
Yeah.
Get empty.
Tax evasion. Epic segue to
Wait,
Brady's
my
tax
friend?
evasion.
My
Oh,
friend,
yes.
my friend, I'm going to invite him to the server.
No, you're not.
No. His
Wait,
tax
yes, I am.
evasion.
Preston, he's really funny. I play Minecraft with him a lot.
No.
Preston or Eston?
He
Don't
can't
know.
get
It's
invited
Preston.
to the table. He's not old enough.
He's not
How old is he?
invited to the
He's in our
table. He's
grade.
not cool enough.
Hey, but you've met
Only
him.
12 and under.
I am 5.
I am 5. I am 5.
I'm actually 3, guys.
I'm a
3, but I'm
permanent 3-year-old.
We are
6'6".
infants. We were born last
should
month.
we talk about this morning with with Tanner's conversation with that with the scam bot?
No, we
Oh my
shouldn't.
god. We literally can't, but it would be so funny if we could.
We'll leave that
Why
out.
can't
Maybe
we?
for
Why can't
another
we?
day.
Okay.
Yeah, why can't
we
we?
shall say a few words. Snapchat scam bot. That is it.
Yeah, that is it.
You can assume what happened from there.
Fuck!
Let's
The
just
tabby
say-
ate my rooster!
That's exactly what she was trying to do.
Hey yo,
that's-
bro. True.
All right, that's gonna be our.
But like
That's gonna be a
Let's
topic
think
in
about it.
our next
Think about it.
podcast.
every single
in our
thing that
next
he just
episode.
said is what happened with the Snapchat bot. Her tabby ate my rooster. Her tabby wanted to eat my rooster.
So essentially, how you say vaping? Yeah,
Yeah, I think
That's
we
cool.
should go natural segue onto that one.
that's one of the podcasts
like suggested
idea
topics.
topics that we have. So who
put
wants to
that
talk
one
about
on?
that?
Let's talk about
Put
that.
that thing on. Better not have been Eston. I mean, Ethan. Sorry. That's his
Like
real name.
Daniel.
Well, either way, vaping. Y'all have seen like all the ads, like vape is an ape, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they should legally be putting those ads around.
What
Yeah,
do you
especially
mean?
at school.
It's perfectly racially sensitive.
Hey, I didn't say that.
Oh, you're right. I did.
Although there's also the ads on Snapchat and all that. That's like, oh yeah, now introducing the depression stick, and it's supposed to be like people giving a review on it, and they're just hearing the name, and
Right.
everyone just looks horrified. And then they say, "Bro, just call it what it is."
All right, so the best, my favorite one has to be the Little Lungs and Great Big World series.
Little
it's also for
Great Big
cigarettes. Yeah.
World is great.
It's so
Okay.
good.
The
With
fact that
me,
they
it's-
make it so violent.
It
With
is so
me,
absurdly
not.
violent,
And it's claymation as well.
which is like it's genuinely impressive.
Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive.
The
They
little
put their
lungs
heart,
in a
souls,
great
and not their lungs into it.
crew,
Hearts and souls, but not their lungs. Those are too weak.
bro. They literally have a crossover of Little Lungs in a Great Big World with Tony Hawk.
Yeah, and
That's a legendary, bro.
Bro, he
Oh, wait,
slides
you're
down
right, my list of
down one of the metal he slides down one of the metal bars.
my list of
and
tigers.
not on the
No,
skateboard, but
not on
just
the
himself,
podcast,
and he
Tanner.
starts on fire, and that's how he dies in that one.
That's how who dies?
Uh,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Little Lungs and
Which
Big Little
Yeah,
Lungs.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I remember seeing that one. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
oh,
also
what's-
one where he does a stunt with Terry Crews.
Yeah, he gets
Terry
run
Crews
over
is
by a
large.
train. and Terry Crews starts bawling his eyes out.
It's not funny. It's just sad.
It's just depressing because it's
just kinda
Terry
sad, man, I don't know.
Crews.
It's sad because it's Terry Crews.
Yeah,
Terry Crews is the saddest large man I've ever seen.
for real. All right, in the editing room, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Terry Crews.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you're editing this,
Just in
put up
post.
a
Pull it up in
picture of
post.
Terry Crews, and then
Yeah.
right next to him, put up the picture of Terry Crews from Little Lungs in a Great Big World, so like we can get a side-by-side comparison.
Bro,
And
Little
then,
Lungs in
like,
a Great Big
do
World,
a
Terry
clip of
Crews.
where
You should do like that right in the beginning. You should like put what we're describing on as we're describing it.
Oh yeah.
Like keep changing the image.
Nah,
but
just do
really
it right now.
Right now,
Just
like as we're talking,
so it
and
makes
then
no
make him do a
sense.
flip, and then also make him do a flip.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
make him do a barrel roll just
And-
because it's gonna be harder to edit in.
Make
Alright.
him do
And
an
then
explosion.
make him get into a dogfight with like another large act, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but like the
Alright.
Asian one.
All
Nah,
right,
make
so
him as a Little Lungs in a Great Big World version, getting into a fight with the Tony Hawk version of Little Lungs from a Great
Alright.
Big
Oh
World.
yeah,
Alright.
like with each other, like with himself, really.
But you
Alright.
have to animate it like it's a Super Smash Bros. Competition.
You
Guys.
really have to.
my
He's like,
favorite
nice,
Little
you
Lungs
stop
in
talking.
Bro.
Stop talking.
But yeah.
Make him do
Uh,
cartwheels.
Make
How
him high
far
five.
into this
Make him
episode
high
are
five Barack
we?
Obama.
I think we're about an hour in, so let's do our closing prayers.
Yeah, I
We're
actually am gonna have to get
farther
off and
than
take a
an
shower
hour
soon.
in.
Huh?
Yeah.
I have to get off and take a shower soon.
Yeah,
You
I'll
edit
put
that
it in
out,
the
but leave
description.
us talking in about editing that out.
No.
Just so that
Edit
you
that
know
out?
that we
No,
edited
don't
something
do
out,
it.
but they don't know what it was.
No one knows what you're talking about.
All right.
No, you won't.
But yeah,
Why
so because that's cringe. But yeah, so is this the end of our first episode of the Lunch Table Podcast?
I believe it is.
Yes.
Oh my! Oh, dude.
I can't
Dude,
Spawner
believe
is
it's.
overflowing.
Oh
Spider
my
spawn's
gosh!
overflowing. One got out.
Bro,
I
I
can't
think the
believe
bell's about
it's
to ring.
over. Oh
We
my
gotta
God.
go dump the trays, bro.
Alright.
We have to go empty the trays. All
We
this
gotta empty the trays.
But yeah, I think this is the end of episode 1 of the Lunch Table Podcast.